So now we're gonna unbox another stove, and Penny wants to be cooked, I guess. Huh, little Miss Penny? Huh, Penny? She doesn't like it. She's not get the attention. So, what kind of stove is this one, Patrick?
Bleuet. B-L-U-E-E-T. Bleuet.
This is a Bleuet stove that uses solid fuel cubes. Apparently got them for $9.98. So, Penny's gonna sit here and be in the way. And we're gonna open this up. We're gonna take a break because my wife is not being nice. She was all kinds of helper, and now she's not being helper. So we're gonna do this one-handed. I have no idea what this thing is. It's called the Bleuet. Here it's focusing. And she smells like bananas, and I hate bananas. Okay. I'll just hold it myself, because she wants to hold it like this, but it should be like this. I mean, you're going to see. So we'll do it this way. So it's got a nice little bag, and Penny's back, and Desiree's laughing. And it's got a little lid. And then what we got here? We got stuff inside. Make a little sandcastle. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, it's got a handy dandy thing. I have no idea what this thing is. But Patrick gave me that stuff because we're gonna burn it in the house. Because we're awesome. Okay. Guessing you open this up. And I'm gonna ask for some water. And we get ourselves a little cube. And I'll come back when I got the little cube. Okay, this is just another way in 1,000 ways to boil water, essentially. You got your thing, got the little thing. We're scientific here. So I got my cube. And the cubes, they smell horrible. I'm just saying. I mean, they have a familiar smell to them that some people know what it is, some people won't. I'm sorry if you don't. But they smell horrible. So we're gonna try to light this without burning my face on fire. Obviously, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So, this is the first time I've ever seen this stove. I am not a stove pro. I am a jet boil guy because I'm lazy. So, we've got Charlie, who's desperately wanting the water that I'm going to try to boil. I'm going to boil 16 ounces of water, and he says hello, and you're looking at the dirty floor. Anyway, so we got this thing going. Looks dangerous in the house. Wife is growling, even though this was her idea. So we're going to time how long it takes to boil some water. Are you ready with the timer?
Ready.
Start. So we got it on there. And you can see it's got a nice little flame going with the little lever thing. Oh my god. I can't close it. And we're boiling water. Well, we're trying to boil water. It's not boiling yet. and we'll be back. So to prove that we don't know what we're doing, we put the lid on, and then the consensus is that I need to take the lid off. This is why I use a jet boil. I just hit the little button, and 2 minutes later, I've got water. Boiling hot water. I got a nice little flame in my house. So, they're saying to take it off. Yeah, I don't want to take... Okay, I'm seeing a problem here. If you got your water on there and this thing's down, you're going to burn your hands. You're going to burn your phalanges on that son of a gun. I do not like that. Look at that. You're going to get burnt. How are you supposed to take that thing off? You're going to get burnt. Okay, so there's our 16 ounces of water, and they think I'm funny. So, we've been boiling this, trying to attempt to boil water for how long?
5 minutes and 34 seconds.
5 minutes and 34 seconds. We got a little smoke going. So, I'm no expert at camping, but that's a long time. So I would get a jet boil, you know, because I could have had my food in my bag, my water in my bag or whatever already. But I've already had a truffle while waiting. I made a sandwich, and now I'm getting a thing. I pet the dog. I took the dog out, and we're still waiting on the water to boil. And this is in optimum conditions in my kitchen. And it's still going pretty good. But, you know, I don't know. I would just get a jet boil. That's what I have, is a jet boil. Or use a stove, or start a fire with some twigs. Something. So we're at 13 minutes, and this thing is about toast, and we're nowhere close to a boil. So I think it's user error for us, but it would probably work better and boil faster with the lid on. I'm not sure, but the problem with this setup is this lid. We tried putting the lid on. Is you gotta dig in there. So if this gets hot, you're not gonna get it off. So you're gonna have to put something on there to get that off, which defeats the purpose of it being light. So you're gonna put something on there to get that off. But it would take so long to boil water, and for me, it's worthless. For others, maybe as a backup, it'd be all right. But
14 minutes.
We're at 14 minutes now, and this thing's about toast. And we have, we've got some movement in the water. Maybe she'll come to a boil, maybe she won't. She's thinking about it. And it's 16 ounces, and these cubes are rated for a pint. I don't know. The cubes are rated for a pint per cube. So we might even be using enough, I don't know. But it looks like it's about to boil. We'll see. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a boil going on. Not much, and we are at what time?
16 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, chances are it's hot enough to do your Mountain House meal, and it's going to take the full length of that cube, which it's pretty much about out. So one cube will get you a full boil, close enough to a boil. I wouldn't trust it to boil some water, but. And the reason why we did 16 ounces is because that's what our meals normally take. But this would be a good backup stove. I wouldn't use it as a primary. If you do, hope you got some time and you're not that hungry. And that's it. We're at like 20 minutes and we never meet a rapid boil. I mean, we got the water bubbling a little bit, and that's just garbage probably from inside the cup. So I would I would boil some water in this before you take it out, just to get whatever residuals in there. And yeah, it's out. Well, it's barely hanging on, but it'd be a good backup stove. This thing is actually, this cup is pretty solid, but I would modify that a little bit. But that's all she wrote.